Before moving to Sao Paulo, I didn't personally have that many expectations. I feel like I had other people's expectations. So when I eventually moved here, it was a nice opportunity for me to make my own impressions and get to know the city a little bit.
Bom dia.
Tudo bem?
Tudo e você?
Tudo. I arrived and I spoke absolutely no Portuguese at all, and to really sort of dedicate myself to studying Portuguese just out of necessity. So I liked the city. I think even though it's really big, you can find sort of pockets or areas that feel more welcoming and make it feel smaller instead of feeling totally overwhelming. I was very pleasantly surprised when I arrived at Avenue São Paulo, just to see the great mix of people and backgrounds that we have within the school community. I went to lunch today with two of my colleagues, Colleen and Connie. And Connie is Chilean but moved to São Paulo when she was, I think, 8. And the same is true for Colleen, who has a Cuban parent and a French parent, raising her children here in Brazil. But that's one of the great things about the school cultures, seeing just how many different backgrounds can come together. For me, it was important to feel like I was going into this experience with a really open mind, and to not take other people's preconceived notions about Brazilians or Brazil and have that define what my experience was going to be. I either go and run in one of the parks near the office. It's perfect because one lap around is almost exactly 1 mile, so it makes it easy to track myself. Depending on the day, I either have my Portuguese lesson, which I do once or twice a week. The number one question that people ask about Brazil when they're coming to visit is always about security. Of course, it's something that you want to pay attention to, but I think that's true in any city. When you live in a big city, you learn how to pay attention to what's around you, live your life the way you want to, but while being mindful and attentive.